Yes, good morning, everybody. Yes, thanks for the opportunity given to us. So, we are indeed very happy to get connected with all the prospective students and other stakeholders to be part of Chanakya University and the various aspects of ours. The next 15-20 minutes, we'll be talking about actually what are the various opportunities available and where exactly we are and what exactly can be done, and those things would be taking across. So Chanakya University, as mentioned actually, that we are from India and situated in Bangalore. And in the subsequent slide, I'll be talking about actually the various place and others. So coming directly to the various the aspects of Chanakya University and how the academic architecture has been distributed. So basically, we are revolving around the 5 to 6 major aspects. The first and the foremost thing, the deeply rooted in the Indian thought and the culture, and it's more of a research driven university. I mean, the focus is more on that, so that actually any aspirant who would be pursuing whether a graduate program or a postgraduate program or a doctoral program, so they will be made to go through this the research driven attitude and. Yeah, the embedded with the capacity building. I mean, wherever you go, ultimately that's what it's going to be necessary. And also, the one major advantage with the university is that actually it is the flexible architecture. In terms of the pedagogy, in terms of actually the various the dynamic framework which what we have done actually. So it's easily adoptable, and that's going to help students in a big way. And being a liberal education university, the focus is more on the multi and the trans disciplinary. I mean, when I say the multi and the transdisciplinary, I mean student pursuing a course in arts do have the option of pursuing a course in a law, or student pursuing a law have the option of pursuing a course in science or in engineering. So that's the nature of the program what we have, and the multi and the transdisciplinary nature is going to be there. And since the genesis of the Chanakya University is based on the National Education Policy 2020, the National Education Policy 2020, it focuses on the various processes of the education, right from elementary to that of the higher education. And it's being aligned actually with that of the global standards and the way it is being operated. Somebody who is going to be pursuing the education over here will have that advantage of that the national education policy framework, right? So moving further, yes, I mean Chanakya University, the basic purpose of the university is to create the transformative leaders for the holistic development, and with the values that's being maintained. I mean, the integrity, the team spirit, the academic freedom, humanity, and the creativity. And then vision is very clear in terms of actually that develop the youth with the capability of inspiring the leaders, and to nurture world class scholarships. And since already as I mentioned, actually the transdisciplinary, the multidisciplinary, it's the order of the day which is going to be there. And the build the state of the art knowledge repository and digital infrastructure is going to be helpful, and create the innovative education ecosystem to foster the engagement, whether it is business, government, society, and the various things. So that is the purpose, values, and the vision. And broadly, I mean, coming to Chanakya, the university's the ethos actually that it is based on Gnana, Icha, Kriya. As mentioned there, Nana, as it says that actually the abundant wisdom, right? I mean, in order to create that, and in order to create that wisdom, we need to have the indomitable will, right? That's the Icha, what we call it as, and the meaningful action, that is the Kriya, right? I mean, these are the three, the basic main, the pillars on which actually even our logo has been coined. I mean, right from if you go to the history, that is from the day of Ashoka, then Chandragupta Maurya, and I mean from their time period actually. So this has been the logo has been coined based on that, right? And the main advantage with the Chanakya University is the International Advisory Council who are on the board, right? I mean the rich International Advisory Council consisting of both academia as well as the people from industry. when I say from people from industry, for example, it is headed by Dr. K. Kasturi Rangan, the former chairman of the ISRO, the missile man, and the ISRO. Where the space and other things most of you do understand. Dr. Kasturi Rangan is heading the International Advisory Council, and the other notable the industrialist amongst them, Dr. Sitaram Jindal, that is the chairman and the MD of the Jindal Aluminium, or Dr. Kiran Majumdar Shah, that is the Biocon chairman, or we have somebody like Sri Sajjan Jindal, the JSW, the steel giant in India actually, or somebody like even in the other aspects of like Sri Ricky Cage, who is a Grammy Award winner 3 times, and recently awarded with Padma Shri Award as well. And also the other notable the people amongst them is somebody like Sri Harish Biju, who's a brand guru and founder. And also, from the academia, if you talk about somebody like Sri Professor Manjul Bhargava, professor in the Princeton University, or Professor Saragopan, the former director of Triple IT Bangalore. As you must be knowing in India, so the IITs, IIMs, and the Triple ITs are the major giants in terms of the technology. So Dr. Saragopan comes from that background. So like that actually, so we have from various walks of life, whether it is arts, whether it is culture, whether it is science, whether it is commerce, business. So these are the people actually who are the part of the International Advisory Council, right? So then talking to the board of governors, we have our founder, Chancellor, Professor M.K. Sridhar. One of the renowned a professor in education and very well known, and alongside we have the pro chancellor Sri MP Kumar, once again from the industry, the chairman of the Global Edge, and now he is the founder pro chancellor of university, and also Professor Yashwant Dongre, the vice chancellor, current vice chancellor. He was the vice chancellor of the Mysore University earlier, and currently he is the professor and the vice chancellor of Chanakya University. So alongside we have people from industry like Sri Chris Gopalakrishna, the co-founder and the ex-Infosys, the chairman, right? He's one of the board of governors. Infosys, the companies like actually the IT giants like Infosys and the TCS, the Tata, and the consultancy services. These are some of the giants. So from there we have Sri Chris Gopalakrishna and also Sri Mohandas Paiji, and who is the chairman of Manipal Global currently, and he is the founder. The CFO of Infosys again. And like that, actually, we have the Justice A.V. Chandrasekhar, and also Professor Mahadevan, the professor from IIM Bangalore, and Sri Nagaraj Reddy, the Chief Operating Officer, and Sri Dr. Yashwant Joshi. So, coming to the various academic the leadership, we have the 6 schools, which I'm going to be taking through, and these 6 schools are headed by the people from industry and across the various, for example, Professor H.S. Subramania, the Dean and the School of Biosciences, and basically the PhD from IISc, Indian Institute of Science, one of the reputed in the country, and from Oxford University, the postdoctoral, and worked for more than 3 to 4 decades for the industry, that is IBAB Bangalore. And Professor Dinesh Shanai, once again the PhD from IIT Kharagpur, and he is the Commerce and the Management Dean, and also Professor Vineet Paleri, heading the engineering, and once again he's also from the PhD from Indian Institute of Science Bangalore, and he was with NIT Calicut as a dean and professor there. And Professor Chetan Singhai, and he's the Dean of School of Law, and he's from National Institute of Advanced Studies, the PhD, and being a chief consultant with the National Steering Committee, and and with formal assistant professor with NLS Bangalore. And Dr. Ashwin, once again, PhD from Manipal University, and he's worked for Ahmedabad University and in various capacities, and currently he's the Dean of Academics. And Professor Sandeep Nair, the Dean of School of Arts, and so formerly he was the with the principal with other colleges in Jain and others. And Professor Sushant Joshi, who also incidentally worked for various the corporate industry, and Professor Dr. Bhavani, and the registrar evaluation. So this is the academic the leadership what we have. And the next question immediately that comes actually that where you are going and what kind of recognition that is going to be there, because ultimately once you are going to pursue with your degree, and that is the graduation and the post graduation, what is next? I mean, in terms of career chartering or pursuance of your higher education. So the degree that is going to be obtained from here, that's why actually all these recognitions which is being clearly mentioned over here. So approved by state government of Karnataka, then state government of India. There's something called as the University Grants Commission. So New Delhi, so it's approved by that, and also for the technical programs, that is All India Council of Technical Education. And if you take up the law, I mean the bench or the bar, or what you have at different countries. So here in India, it is approved by the Bar Council of India. And one major thing actually ultimately that's going to be looked into when a student is going to be pursuing a degree from here and we're going to move from here, right? So it is approved by AIU, that is the Association of Indian University. So any student who has pursued a degree or a degree or a doctorate, so when he or she is going to be pursuing their the next level of education from different parts of the world, this is the first thing that is going to be seen. That is the Association of Indian University. So all these recognitions and approvals are in place, which is going to be helpful to the kids, right? And this is what I was talking about in terms of actually the major schools what we have. So currently we have started about 6 schools out of this. The health science is going to be starting shortly. And coming to the various schools, the schools that's arts, that is humanities and the social science. So where we have the various programs, and I'm talking about the various programs as part of the arts, humanity, and the social sciences, and then the commerce and management, and then the mathematics and the natural sciences, then law, governance, and public policy. And we have in the biosciences and engineering and technology. These are 6 schools where we have the various schools, and the program structure is designed in such a manner that we have a foundation course and then a major and a minor. I mean, major is something where they have to choose from the respective school, and something called as the program core. Between these two, they have to choose the majors, and the minor is spread across. I mean, the vast array of programs available, about 50 minors are available to choose from, right? So that's how, I mean, these majors and minors are going to be chosen, which is going to be available. And then coming to the programs that is offered as part of the various schools, under the School of Arts and Humanities and Social Sciences, I mean, most of them would be keen to pursue their the Bachelors of Arts in honors, that is in economics, in political science, and the international relation. I mean, these programs are of 4 years. That's why these are the honors program, right? The advantage with the honors program, I mean, somebody who is really keen to get into that, because the 4th year of their course is loaded with a lot of the research orientation. So that's why the honors program is going to be helpful to them, right? And also other programs of the Bachelors of Arts they have, which they can be choose in these three majors: economics, political science, international relations. And also we have psychology. I mean, under the School of Arts, that is the Bachelors of Science in Psychology. Once again, the 4 years program, an excellent program, and which encompasses the whole gamut of psychology, whether it is clinical psychology, whether it is workspace psychology, and the other dimensions and the aspects of psychology is going to be covered as part of the overall the BSc in psychology is concerned. And somebody who's keen to be, I mean, pursuing the masters as well. So they are having the options in the similar kind of majors, like the masters in science in psychology, and then masters in arts in economics. And we have an excellent program that is Master of Social Work, right? And more into the community building, and the HR, the human resource management, and the medical and the psychiatric social work. Actually, this is the part of the masters in social work. And apart from that, actually, under the School of Management and Commerce, we have the bachelors in commerce with accounting and taxation, and the digital banking and finance, which is the order of the day. Somebody who wants to pursue that, they can pursue. And parallelly, they have other special tracks of accounting and taxation, which they can go ahead. And as far as the management is concerned, under the Bachelors of Business Administration, we have the various majors encompassing the business analytics, which is the order of the day. The data analytics and the business analytics is something which each and everyone is supposed to know nowadays. So that's why. So the bachelors in business administration, business analytics, the digital enterprise management, the international business, and the service management, and of course the startup and the business, and somebody who want to be an entrepreneur. we have the incubation, and since Chanakya University is a philanthropic driven activity, and we encourage students to take up startups. And also the Bangalore, I mean, the place you are going to be coming, where we are situated in India, is known as the startup capital. About 40% of the startup in the country is starting at Bangalore. That is the startup capital of India, right? So, and then at the master's level, we have the business analytics and the consulting, that is the MBA in these program, the human resources, the logistics and supply chain, because we are situated at a place that is known as actually around us we have the various company. We are in the aerospace park of the city. So I mean companies like Boeing and other major the Airbus and the major companies are in and around the Chanakya University in the vicinity. So it makes us actually to have those courses, because these are the programs that is not only the theoretical, you need a lot of the training and the internships that need to be done. So that makes us actually to introduce programs like logistics and supply chain management and marketing. Of course, that's something which is very, very important as part of the Master of Business Administration. And as part of School of Mathematics and Natural Sciences, we have the Masters in Science in Data Science. As I mentioned, the data science and the business analytics. When you talk about science, so data science is something which is very, very critical and important. That is why the Masters in Science in Data Science. And then under the School of Law and Governance and Public Policy, we have the 5 years honors integrated program. The program is the BA LLB, right? I mean, a combination of the career path in arts as well as the law. Somebody who is going to be part of this would be studying the whole gamut of the economics and the whole gamut of the law. And under that law, because it's just a honors program, we have 8 specialization, and wherein which actually you can choose those majors or the specialization which is available. That's why it's called as the honors program with 5 years. And those detailed things actually we want to share with you because the paucity of time. And similarly, somebody who wants to pursue a combination of management along with law, that's why it's called as the Bachelor's of Business Administration, BBA and LLB. Once again, it's a 5 years program where we're going to pursue the combination of the management as well as somebody who wants to get into the corporate at different level. So with a legal bent of mind, so this program is going to be helpful. At the master's level, yes, we have LLM in business and commercial law, and of course the MA in public policy is other thing. And then Chanakya Fellowship is one such program, and which is being a niche program. It is being carved out actually somebody who is keen in the social science space. So it's going to help them actually. I mean, it's applicable to everybody, irrespective of whether a graduate or a postgraduate or a doctoral. So somebody who has a real keen interest in the social sciences, so they can get into this program. And under the School of Biosciences, we have the BSc in Biotechnology and BSc in Chemistry with 4 years. And at the master's level, we have the MSc in Bioinformatics and Biotechnology. This is the other program. And School of Engineering. I mean, one of the flagship program of Chanakya University, and somebody who wants to pursue their engineering degree, it's a 4 years program, and in which you have all the streams available. And yeah, I mean, the order of the day right now you have the BTech Computer Science, and under the Computer Science we have Artificial Intelligence. I mean, artificial intelligence is one such the division or the specialization which cuts across all the verticals. So that's why actually, so BTech in Computer Science and Artificial Intelligence, and a degree in BTech in Electrical Engineering and Computer Science. I mean these are the degrees, the futuristic engineering degree. Which is mostly available across the globe, something like in Purdue University and such kind of reputed universities wherein which these kind of programs are available, which is being coined at Chanakya University. So similarly, BTech Electronics in VLSI. VLSI is the order of the day. So that's why actually, so a lot of embedded system and the chip manufacturing and a lot of things are coming to India and Asian countries. So automatically, the focus is going to be more on VLSI and embedded systems, right? And also in the mechanical and the aerospace, because aerospace is one such area. Instead of having only the mechanical degree, I mean, why not to explore a combination of mechanical engineering and along with that aerospace engineering, which is going to be a very good combination, and which is going to fetch you, I mean, the career in across whether the aerospace industry or aeronautical industry, and which is going to be very helpful to you, right? And similarly in BTech Civil Construction and the Sustainable Engineering, and the BTech Biotechnology and the Bioengineering. I mean, there's a combination of two major things. One is biotechnology, the biology part of it. Other one is the bioengineering. I mean, it's a combination of both engineering as well as the biology, the technology, the biotechnology. So it's a very rare combination which you are going to have. Either you have BTech biotechnology or BTech bioengineering. So we have come up with a unique program which is the bioengineering and biotechnology put together, right? And other programs like BCA, the bachelor's in computer applications, the master's in computer applications, and MSc in data science, right? So as I was talking about actually that you are going to be embarking your journey to India, right? India, as you know, that actually a very diversified country, and yeah, known for, I mean, in the hub of education and knowledge, and with a lot of the innovation and technology leaders, right? I mean, a powerful in IT, like the giants like Infosys or the Tatas, TCS, and the various other people. And similarly, the space research, ISRO is something, I mean, which everybody know that actually, because the India's the Chandrayaan and the Gaganyaan missions actually, so everyone is quite familiar with. And also, I mean, if you travel, I mean, from north to south, I mean, from Himalayas to that of the Kerala's, the beautiful backwaters, you are going to enjoy the complete landscape of India. So this is where you are going to be coming. And yeah, once again, Bangalore. I mean, where exactly the Bangalore? I mean, Bangalore, as you know, that actually it's a knowledge capital of India, the IT city of India, Silicon Valley of India, right? I mean, a lot of things that can be talked about Bangalore. I mean, it's cosmopolitan culture. I mean, the place where everybody can look forward actually and get along very fast, right? I mean, it has everything, right? I mean, so the whole country and the world, because the major giants are sitting here in Bangalore. So that's why. So we are in Bangalore. So we are in Bangalore. We are very just close to the airport. It's hardly about 4 to 5 miles from the airport, international airport. It takes about 10 minutes drive from the airport, and strategically located in the aerospace park of the country, and flooded with industries around. As I mentioned, the Boeing, Airbus, and the various other companies of aerospace and logistics companies are in and around. That's where the Bangalore is actually. So that's why India, in that Karnataka, in that Bangalore is one of the major hub you are going to be. And coming to the nitty-gritties of Chanakya University, and Chanakya University is spread across in about 116 acres of land, right? Plush green campus situated in Aerospace Park, and about 70 lakh square feet in multiple phases it's going to be, and already we have around 25 lakhs square feet already built, right? And so eventually the campus is going to be accommodating about 25,000 students, and as of now we have around 1,500, and another 2,000 is going to be added this year. So, and some of the glimpses of the campus, the infrastructure, right? I mean, the admin block, the food court, and we have a full-fledged cricket stadium, football stadium, the basketball, and the various. I mean, the focus is not only on the education. We have combination of arts, culture, sports, and that's why. So we have all these facilities and excellent hostel facilities separately available. That is both for men as well as women, actually, right? And if you talk about the milestones, actually, yeah, and yeah, I mean, so as part of the various things, we have the various chairs available, right? And we the Chanakya Center for Sustainability, and so we have the Founders Day, the Foundation Day, actually, and the Biocon, the chairman, Dr. Kiran Majumdar Shah, who launched the bioscience program, and ISRO chairman, Sri Dr. Somnath, launching the School of Engineering, and then it follows, right? I mean, as part of the various the guest distinguished lecture series, and also they are taking a full-fledged program. Somebody like the Professor Walter Russell, who delivered the keynote address on the global political transition, and somebody like Professor Harsh Pant, I'm delivering his keynote speak on the decade of Indian foreign policies, and a specialized area of Sri Harsh Pant, and also Professor S.S. Iyengar. And yeah, I mean, in the area of chat GPT, and of course, Professor Manjul Bhargav. Who doesn't know Dr. Manjul Bhargav from the Princeton University, and very well known for the world of mathematics, music, and magic, right? And it continues. I mean, the various the exceptional leaders, whether from industry or from academia, somebody like Sridhar Vembu, for the CEO of Zoho Corporation, and yeah, Professor Raghuraman from the IIM's Bangalore, right? And the Professor John Louis Akkad, and from the Geneva, right? And I mean, these are some of the well-known professors who are on and off coming to Chanakya universities for taking care of the various the subjects and the activities, and the journey goes on actually. I mean, that's what is the continuation of that. Chris Gopal Krishna, Mohandas Pai, and everybody, and who is very closely attached with the group. And also we have the chairs, the various chairs which is going to be there, which is going to be helping students in different ways. Sustainability, which is the order of the day, right? And those are center of excellence what we have created. And coming to the global tie-ups, what we have in the memorandum of understanding with the various foreign universities. Some of them to be mentioned here is the universities of Texas, USA, and the Asia Pacific University, Japan, and the University of Florida, USA, and the Hall University, the Germany, and the Frankfurt School of the Finance and the Management, right? I mean, with them we have arrangement for the student exchange, the faculty exchange, and the various aspects of education we have, right? And these are some of the glimpses where actually this is the Indo-European Summer Academy, the team coming from there, and this is once again the esteemed Japan delegates who are here, as part of our student and faculty exchange program, which is the ongoing thing which is happening. And also this is from the Tokyo University, and I mean, this is the regular feature which is happening at Chanakya University, and also this is the recent one. So from the Germany, right, and the Young Union from Niedersachse University, that is from Germany, right. And these are some of the regular aspects that is happening over here, right. And so definitely you would be wanting to know actually, I mean, what is the process of admission, how it is going to be done, and when the cycles of admission is going to be open, and when you can come down, and how to apply, and what are the next levels of the admission process over here, and also definitely the details with regard to the fee structure over here, right? I mean, depending on the programs that you're going to pursue, so you have the various the details. I mean. Just for the benefit of the students, I have mentioned here. Otherwise, the details are available on the website. That is chanakyauniversity.edu.in. That's the website name, and the details are available in that, and one can visit and get that, right. So I mean, our placement and training. I mean, the regular feature of that as part of the career chartering. So somebody wants to get into that. One is the placement part of it. Or somebody wants to get into higher education, they can get into, or the research oriented things, right. So that is going to be, and we had the first convocation recently, the Dikshan Samarambha, what we call it actually. So here one thing to be noted actually. So we had the Nobel laureate Sri Kailas Satyarthi. He was the chief guest actually. So for this the convocation ceremony, right. So, I mean, this in nutshell, actually, with regard to what we are, where we are, and the programs that we are doing. And since today I have the opportunity, along with me, I have my student Nicole. So I thought probably, I think, hearing to her, and so probably I think she can explain her experience in India and how things are happening. So I'm just handing over the things to Nicole.
Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to speak. And yes, I'd like to talk about my stay currently in Chanakya University. I'd like to start by saying I wouldn't say Chanakya was my first choice, but it was actually the best choice that I ever made, because I started by choosing a university somewhere in North India, and Chanakya came across. I had doubts at first because it came as a very new university, and they had these big dreams they had to offer, and I felt like maybe it might be out of this world. But I decided to give Chanakya a chance, and it has been the best journey. It has been the best 6 months of my life, because I came to Chanakya, I came to Bangalore, thinking that I'd leave home to come to a stranger place, but I've never felt more at home right now here in Chanakya. It has been, the admission process was a bit bumpy, but finally I got to settle in after a week or two, and how they handled me, how they received me was amazing. They were very good with me, and it was a very lovely experience. I can't even explain what I felt, because it felt like I was meeting my own people in another country. It felt amazing. And the classes started on, and I got introduced not only to, I'm studying BCA right now, and I got not only introduced to BCA, but a broader aspect. Like I got to get a course concerning about how to know myself better. And right now I'm also doing a course related to yogic sciences. It's something not related to my course, but it will definitely help me for the future use, because it teaches me how to be a better leader, how to know myself better, so that I can know how to interact with broader aspects of people. You get to receive different experience, not only on the learner base, on your course base, but also how do I put it? All round. It's an all round thing. You get to be molded all round, and they have the faculty are amazing. If you have any doubts, if you have anything, like you feel like you're not getting the explanation well, they're always ready to help. They're always ready to explain. They're always available for you, and that is a very amazing experience that you can never get anywhere else. And Bangalore itself is very welcoming. It's I'd put it as a multicultural city, because I got to settle down really fast. I got to explore places, get comfortable, meet other people from my place, and I got to mix with and interact with people. And also, I'm getting to learn an Indian language, which is very new for me, but it's amazing. Like you talk with people around, you say about 1, 2 Indian language, an Indian word, and they get so excited, and you also feel excited because they appreciate the fact that you're trying to learn about it. And it's a very welcoming place, and I promise you that you won't be disappointed coming to Chanakya, because there's a lot that is there, because it's like I said, you get molded all around. Everybody is willing to help. Everybody is there to help you, from faculty to people around you. And you get this warm feeling of family that you won't feel like there is something outside that is missing, or you feel like you want to go back to your place. No, you feel very comfortable. You feel like it's home. That's the best I can say. You feel like it's home. And I actually had a very good experience on sampling different types of food. Food has been a challenge, but I've gotten to like food, like different types of food, not only what I used to eat back home, but I've gotten to know other things, gotten to like them, gotten to adapt into them. So it provides a very diverse space where you can feel comfortable. You can get the freedom to express yourself. You can get the freedom to be yourself.
Thank you so much for sharing your interest and experience, real life experience. And thanks also for the Dr. Ravikant sharing and introducing the school.